I want to say thank you for giving me a few moments of your time to get up here and say my 2 cents worth on this evening. If you went back in time right now and popped up right before I slid my mind probe in the ground, and you probably said, Matt, I've a few questions, and where are you going? How are you going to get there? Do you know how to get there? And do you have the ability to overcome all the obstacles that are in front of you? I would have been able to answer those questions at that moment. I would have been like, yes, I knew where I was going. I knew exactly how to get there. And I had, at the time I think I had the means and the ability to achieve my long-term goals, which was to retire at 30 years with twice as many stripes as I've got on now, and running an entire EOD flight. That was my long-term goal. And thousandths of a second later, if you'd asked me those questions, I would have not known. I was laying there on the ground, my face shattered, my eyes pulverized, my arm blown off, and bleeding to death. And if you'd frozen time and said, Matt, what about now? I'd have said, I have no idea. I don't know where I'm going. I do not know how to get there. And I don't know if I don't even know how to even begin to overcome the obstacles that have been thrown in my path. So I've had to find new goals for myself. And in the process of finding new goals, I've had to take a completely new path. A path that I never even considered, I never even gave it a second thought, because that's not where I was going. I was going a whole different direction. And so now I'm starting to figure out, can I get there? I think so. It's only been a couple days, but I'm already seeing that there's maybe that glimmer of that maybe I'm going to have the means and the ability. This is going to help me get that means and ability. It's going to be one more magnificent tool in my toolbox to help me get to where I need to go. And so I just want to thank everyone here at Fidelco and everyone that's donated, because I'm just one. I'm just a blip coming in and out of this door of all these different dogs, of all these people that you've helped and that are going to continue. I have a young airman who was just wounded this January. Everybody in his truck died, and he got out with loss of his vision. And he hasn't even thought about a guide dog yet. He's still too new in the process. But I guarantee you, though, when he's like, hey, tell me about that dog, and I'm going to be like, oh, have a seat, man. Thank you for your generosity, and thank you for your time.